Hi, Ella. Okay, so I have all of your colors here and your brush. So you have ash, you have candlelit, you have Hollywood, and you have white peach. So I think the color actually is going to look really beautiful. It's just something that everyone has to learn when they're using cream makeup is that we probably applied too much. So if you apply too much, it starts to look more like the compact color. But if you have just the slightest amount, and you rub it in and blend it in, it should blend into your the color of your skin. And so we never want too much of a layer. With this makeup, it is super natural and it's really clean ingredients as well. So we actually want it to soak into our pores. And so I'll show you how I would do it. And I also think that you could probably add a little bit more contour because for myself, amber, I'm using my color is amber. I've had to bump up from candlelit to amber. But for you, if I were to just use my main color all over my face, it would look quite light. And so when we add in the contour and then the lip and cheek, it starts to look just so natural and so pretty because then we get all the colors and it looks like regular skin looks, right? Just with filtering out the blemishes. So let me start. This is your 3D brush. This end is going to give you more coverage. So maybe in the beginning when you're just learning how to use less product, I would use this end. The other option would be to get a perfector sponge. So you can get it off the site or you can get it at any of your drugstores or Sephora or anything like that. And so it's a sponge. You want to soak it in water, squish it in under the tap, keep squishing it. It's going to become really big and then wring it out in a towel and you're just going to pat your face. And it's going to push the makeup into your pores, into your skin, and it's going to take off any excess. And so I would try that first and then send me a picture and then we'll go from there. But I think it looks really gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna use the fluffy side and I'm gonna add, like just dab into candlelit, okay? So just dabbing and I'm just going to go and circle so that I get it into my pores. So I'm gonna circle it on the bottom half of my face. So underneath where the contour is gonna go. And then I can grab a little bit more and circle it. So you can see how it's taking out the redness. And then on top of my lip, I'm gonna go one more time and go down my nose and circle just the lower portion of my forehead. And then I'm gonna drag all of the excess around my nose and over each eye. So start with less and then you can add more later. So now I'm gonna go into ash. I'm gonna use the same side, but I'm gonna use the edge of it, okay? So I'm just gonna grab a little bit on the edge and I'm gonna go from the top of my ear towards the bottom of my nose. And I'm just gonna do a line. So ash is so pretty. It's nice and light, but we can make it darker if we want, but I find it just gives like this perfect, cool shadow. So I've done that line and I'm just gonna blend back and forth, and I'm gonna move on. We'll finish that blending later. Top of my ear, bottom of my nose. So you can see how I'm going from the top of my cheekbone and I'm just creating like that dip. So I'm making that cheekbone look so deep just with where I've placed that contour, so you can already see. And then I'm gonna dab with the whole brush and I'm just gonna circle just the top of my forehead. I just go from the part of my hair to the top of my ear. And again. So I'm leaving a little triangle. So I haven't done this with candlelit. I'm going in the contoured areas. So I haven't put candlelit everywhere. I just put candlelit where my contour is not going to go. So now you can already see the depth that my face is getting and it's not all one color. But also when you keep blending it, it's going to be less product, which you want. You want less product. It just takes some getting used to. That's kind of what everyone says when they first start with the cream, is that it's hard for them to use less. But honestly, once you get the hang of it, your compact is going to last you so long. Okay. You can also go just on the jawline. Not only does this help to chisel out your jawline, but it helps to bring that color into your chest because generally people's chests are a little bit darker than their face. Okay, let's go into Hollywood. I'm just going to dab into Hollywood and I'm going to put it just above my contour. that's all of the lip and cheek I like. After, as you can see, I just dabbed one time and there's still just a ton on there, so I'm just gonna get it off on my hand. And then I'm just gonna pull that down. Pull it down. Pull the contour back. You want to keep it in those areas. You can take off any excess again and then just go and swirl until you like the color. So if you thought that you had too much contour, the more you swirl, the less color there's going to be. And you can't screw up. It's just trial and error. Okay, and now your white peach. I'm going to use the tip of the other end and I'm going to just go into white peach and I'm just going to put it right there and right there. And then I'm just going to draw it down my nose and under my eye, down my nose, under my eye, and then just fan it out and you'll see just how much brightness that brings to your face. So just like that. And then that's all. You can put your contour, you can draw it into your eyebrows to help fill in your eyebrows. You can add your lip and cheek to your lips. I just want to quickly move past that and show you your Bella. So you also have Bella bronzer. You can use this side. Not very good with this side because I use too much. So I'm just going to flip to the fluffiest brush that we have, which is the blush and bronzer. So you can try it with that, just go very lightly. So you're gonna hold your compact flat. You're gonna hold your brush on top and you're just gonna swirl. So really lightly. You can do this with the 3D brush, just be really light. And now you're just gonna circle on your cheekbone and up your temple and down your chin. Look at that. It's the most stunning bronzer I think I have ever used. So on the cheek, and I used a very light amount, as you can see. You can go as dark as you want on the end of the nose as well, and the end of the chin. You can go as dark as you want, and it's always gonna look natural. And then if you wanna just pull it down. So that's how I would use the Bella. Give that a try, and then let me know, or send me another picture, how it's going. I'm gonna troubleshoot with you until we get this perfect. If that means that I need to send you another color, I'm all for that.